Okay. Yeah, let's talk about that. That would be great.
I always love to share. I get so excited because I'm always learning something new.
I
And
agree.
and if anyone was in the book creator session this morning, it was incredible. I absolutely love book creator, but with the stuff that he showed, you really have to see it. And one of the things I want to mention, because this is AT chat, is the accessibility features, so that when you put in a video, you can automatically caption that video within book creator.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
pretty cool.
automatically add alt text to images within book creator. I mean, they are so, I never knew that about the automatic captioning. I
Yeah.
thought that was phenomenal.
It's one of those new features that they unloaded when they did like 200
Yes,
updates
they
at
did a
once.
huge number, and
Yeah.
I read that, and I went over my head. But to see it actually work
Yeah.
was awesome.
And John's really great. I didn't watch it. I'll watch it. The video's already up, so I'll watch it. But he's awesome. You look at
Yeah,
some of the. He works for Book Creator now, but when he worked in a school district, I think in Ohio, he did some really cool stuff with his students with Book Creator.
yeah.
Awesome.
I'll just jump in. My name's Michelle Cook. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Michelle.
I just want to say I went to the Alexa demonstration, and I use Alexa in the home and this sort of thing, and you can now control the environment with it. But one thing I did not know is that you can build an Alexa skill. You can teach Alexa skills. And so the presenter taught it how to recognize AAC devices,
Yeah.
because the voice is a little different, and she demonstrated it, and I thought that was really awesome to have someone with an AAC device to be able to interact with Alexa, just to know the weather, to turn on the TV, etc. It was just awesome. That was one of my favorite things today.
That's awesome, Michelle. That's great because it's such a nice way to kind of smash those two types of technology together to give someone just a whole other level of independence, which is great. So good. I'm glad you like that. That was Jen. That was Jen Savage, and
Jen, yeah.
she did an awesome job. Yeah.
Who
That's great.
else?
Thanks,
What
Michelle.
else did you learn today that was exciting?
I have a
Like,
quick question
What's up,
about,
Julie?
is there going to be links to the recorded things so we can go back and view ones that we missed? If you already said this, I apologize. I might have jumped in a little late.
I'm not saying it again, Julie. It's enough already. No. Yes.
Well, not everybody was able to get in this
Oh, I'm kidding.
introduction.
It's
Yeah, I got booted out of the Zoom.
Right.
A Zoom boot? That's not cool.
Yeah, it said it already had its maximum participants.
Oh, that stinks. But yes, as the people start giving them, Julie, thank you for coming, first of all. Thank you for taking my little ribbing. I appreciate that too. But
Thanks for having us. It was a great way to spend in between my kids' sessions today.
Good. I'm glad. Yes, if you go back to the schedule, Julie, as presenters send me their video links, I'm dropping them in the same spot in the schedule where the Zoom link was.
Awesome. Thank
So I've
you.
taken the Zoom link out and I just added the video link in. So I would imagine that will probably grow over the next couple days as people start to filter back the videos to me and stuff.
Great.
yeah.
And don't forget, Julie, that every session had those notes pages too. So maybe people let some really good resources in there too. So those will be there as well.
Thank you.
Awesome. You're
Like,
welcome.
huge congratulations and to what you were able to accomplish. I mean, organizing everything, the Zoom, the notes page to the notes link, you just really did an awesome job organizing this.
Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. It's
Right. I think
thank
it's
you.
important at this particular time too,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to touch base with other professionals and
Exactly.
say, it's that affirmation and not only learning new things. So yes, thank you for doing
Yeah,
that.
my pleasure. Happy to do it. We're so excited because we did this last year as a local event. Karen was there in New Hampshire, but it was only people who could get to New Hampshire.
And Mike, there were so few people. Look at how
Karen,
many
we're not
people.
supposed to say that, but yeah, there were so few people.
I'm curious, where is everybody from? Can you put it in the chat? I'm curious where we're drawing from, even in this session. But Mike, compare the attendance.
Well, all right, since you already said it about last year we probably had I'm gonna shoot high. I think for the whole day we probably had 40 people show up. Don't you agree? You were there most of
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, it was. And look at this. We've had 40 people in each set, like
Exactly. And today,
minimum in sessions.
yeah, today we had 550 people register.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I think most of the sessions have had about 40 or 50 people in them, somewhere in that range, 30 to 50, somewhere around there.
Those are great numbers.
That's
Great.
awesome. Yeah, it's great. And it's like you said, Michelle, it's what people need right now, and it's a good opportunity to connect with people. And like Karen said before, this idea of the 25 minutes, I really like it. Not just because it's Rachel's limit, but but it's just it feels manageable in my day. I feel like I could take 25 minutes and then work the rest of my meetings and stuff around that. So I thought it was really kind of
I
interesting.
agree. The 25 minutes, whoever came up with that was a great idea.
That
Yes,
is the
I saw that.
Pomodoro. That's the Pomodoro method anyway, that you can do 25-minute chunks of time and then a break.
Yeah.
And
It feels nice. It felt like it gave us a lot of chance. It gave us a chance to get a lot of stuff in one day, in little pockets of time. And like anything else, you build a community where people connect to each other. Those notes pages will stay there forever. Be a community. If you put your email in there, people know who you are, and you could always reach back out. It's kind of like our AT chat community.
Yes,
See
yes.
what I did? See what I did?
So I learned something amazing today.
What'd you learn?
I went to the ergonomics with Judy Schoonover and Alyssa,
Alyssa?
and I learned that part of my back problem right now is that I refuse to get out of bed in the morning with my computer. Yeah, so I have never had such good posture. I mean, that 25 minutes that I just spent, it was better than the last 25 days.
It's so funny. They did that webinar last week, and they said that if anybody who had their video on, they watched people just sit a little better as they were going through. And I felt it too, because I'm notorious now that I do a lot of the Zoom lean. I just kind of get in that screen a little bit. But yeah, it's so important.
Has anybody gotten the new, how you get the blue lens glasses? You don't even have to have readers. You can just have them because you look at your screen all day. Yes,
Yeah.
my eyes were killing me. It does help some, I find.
It does. I don't know if it's a placebo kind of thing or if it's really helping. I don't know. But I do know that
maybe if you don't feel it, maybe it is beneficial health-wise.
exactly. Maybe that's it. I agree. I do when I look at the computer all day long. I'm also old, so I have like progressive lenses, which my computer is just at the right spot that neither lens works for them. So there they sit until I get up off the computer. So, yeah.
So, Mike, one of the things we want to make sure people know, because I see a lot of new names in this group, is that there is an AT chat every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. So we can put in a little plug for that.
I've seen that for a while, and I just need to remind myself, Wednesday at 8.
Wednesday at 8. And also we have a website too. And there it is. I shared my screen. The website is at atchat.info. And you can find a bunch of information there, including, if you go along the top, every archive of every chat for the past 3 years. So if you're curious,
Wow.
what kind of things we talk
That's
about,
effort.
yeah, everything shows up there, so you can go back in. We have a distance learning page now, which we've been adding to somewhat. We add to it pretty regularly. Some links, some shared documents, some town halls that you can watch. We do these town halls every week on Mondays, and then we put the video up here. Clearly, I'm 2 weeks behind, but maybe I'll get to that at some point. But the town halls end up here. And then as people share resources about how they're working with students remotely now, we drop it in as kind of an FAQ. And we've been dropping in some information there.
Nice resource. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. No problem. Thanks for reminding me, Karen. I had that locked and loaded and ready to show, and then I forgot to share. Good thing Karen's here. Karen didn't realize she was supposed to be here until I texted her like a half hour ago. And I was like, hey, you going to be there? No pressure. I mean, I can do it.
Yeah.
And as she said, I guess
I
I'll
had an IEP meeting. It was we discussed an eval. It was an initial eval meeting, so that took a long time too.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to commit you to it, Karen, but I didn't want to write AT chat on the schedule without putting your name on it. So
Yeah, thanks.
you're welcome. No problem.
Yeah, IEP meetings are fun remotely.
Do you find that they're shorter
Said
now?
no one ever.
Yeah. Are they being shorter? Are they more kind of controlled?
Well, one that I had, it took 3 meetings and the total of 5 hours. So no, they're
All right,
not
so no.
shorter.
Yeah, that's not any better,
Oh my
actually.
goodness.
The one today it wasn't bad. It was only an hour and 15 minutes for an initial eval, and the school found that the student didn't qualify, and of course they're going to fight that. So that just shuts everything up. You don't have to do an IEP.
Hmm. Yeah. I'm always curious. Like sometimes I think people are more aware when they're on Zoom, so they try to tighten it up a bit. But yeah, that doesn't always happen. And I see Naomi here. Naomi's here in the list. Naomi and I went to the same place, and we sat in a 2.5-hour staff meeting the other day.
Oh,
It was rough.
oh,
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
So who else? Who else has things that they've learned today? Anything that they'd love to share?
I really enjoyed the AAC teletherapy one because as a overall AT provider, I have lots of different kinds of kiddos, and I found that my AAC kids are my hardest to figure out what the heck to do with at this time.
Mm.
So I've been doing a lot of modified books where I'll go in and make the book with their vocabulary. So I'll, screenshot all the words so whoever's home with them can follow the path. But I have a lot of guilt with that. I feel like it's not the same level that they'd be getting from me at school. It's not the same level that my verbal kids are getting from me because I'm doing live lessons with my kids who are a little more able, and my AAC kids, it just hasn't worked well. I have done some recorded modeling for them, but I got some great ideas from the session today for that and feel a whole lot less guilty.
So that was by Sarah Gregory, and she is doing some great work for AAC and teletherapy. I'd encourage you to follow her on Twitter too, because she does post a lot. She's really excellent. Yeah. And Jen Edge Savage just joined us. So Julie, she's the one that did that presentation that you enjoyed, that video she created. Jen,
Oh, the AAC.
Yes, I was just saying that I thoroughly enjoyed it, and you have lowered my guilt level significantly because I feel badly about what I'm able to offer my AAC kids compared to my verbal kids who are participating in live lessons with me.
That's great.
I'm glad. I mean, it's all good. We're all trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
And we're being creative, and some things work like surprisingly well, and other things are not. And we keep trying to figure it out. It's all okay.
Jen, I want you to know you're awesome.
Like,
Jen and I are both in 2 separate Zoom meetings right now. So we're both looking at the sides of each other's heads in another screen.
I was corralling folks in, and I keep seeing you laughing and having a good time. Like, where is Mike? And I went to find you in the sessions.
It's great.
It looks like our room is a little quieter because folks, I think, have gotten the hang of this and how to get
Yes.
around. So it's great.
We had the lobby running all day, and we've had, in those little like break times, a couple people will pop in, get the right direction. Somebody popped in, she had the wrong time zone, so she was a little out of whack. We've squared that away, and we're all good.
Oh, was that what was going on? I'm like, well, it is a New Hampshire-based thing. So.
That's okay. It all worked out.
Oh, good. I'm
did
glad you
get
got
an
it
email
sorted. That's
saying that
frustrating.
I did get an email that somebody was waiting for me to open up my Zoom room, and I had to assume that they were on a different time zone because
Yeah.
it already run.
I went through the schedule and deleted all the old ones at this point, so there's not even links there, so they can't even click them.
I was wondering the method to the madness.
Well, there was madness. I don't know if there was much method, but there was definitely madness.
I could put on the
Well, some of them I got the videos already, so I started dropping the videos into the schedule so they show up.
I saw that. Perfect. That's a perfect solution.
Because the more I do now, the less I have to do it like 10 o'clock tonight. So that's perfect. That's all right. Remember, you're all awesome. This was my non-obtrusive check-in if I dropped into a Zoom room and my video came up instead of just busting in with voice. I just went like that, and then I just clicked back out. So there you go.
And the good news is that I truly believe that that was just for me when you popped into one of my sessions.
You were the only one who responded, so I appreciated that. So Rachel, you're awesome.
Thank you.
You were the only one. Like, I did that in Hillary. She didn't even see me, but you were like thrilled. I was like, good. Somebody saw it. That's good. I've made somebody feel better.
So Rachel, what did you do today? I missed it because I had to do that meeting. What did you do?
Which sessions?
Yeah.
I did the captioning one with Leslie, with Hillary, and then the town hall, the first one about what we're doing with Leslie, and the ergonomics. Oh my gosh, I have a whole list of ones that I did.
Oh, well, I was just wondering, did you present?
Oh, no.
Rachel got off the hook.
We gotta get
thought
you
about that.
presented, Rachel.
No, but I was sitting here really upset that I wasn't.
Well, now you're in the hook for every other thing I do from now on. That's unfortunate.
Hook accepted.
Yeah.
No, and it's one of those things, as Jen and I were talking, we probably could have continued to make rows of sessions, but then I imagine it probably would have just got even more difficult to kind of wrangle.
Yeah.
Because there was some wrangling. There was a bit of wrangling there.
But considering how many folks have registered, and I haven't been able to peek in all the meetings this session, but every row I've looked at has had like 20 to 50 plus people in the session. So
That's good.
great.
That's awesome.
I really enjoyed listening to Joy again. I haven't listened to her
Yeah.
in like 15 plus years. And she didn't discuss it this time, but she said she kind of has like some new material to, tie into the whole set thing. And of course, she's always so gracious about being able to use any of her materials or to reach out to her. So that was great. I enjoyed that.
That is true, Michelle. What's interesting when talking to Joy about this whole idea of the set now more important than ever, because the environment piece is so different now, and it really makes you need to go back through that process and really think about it again.
Correct.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Look at us. The
Yeah.
day we
So,
started,
all right.
we
Since
did
we've
it.
got a little lull, I have a tech question.
Oh, really? All right, go ahead.
So I did a Microsoft workshop yesterday for the Microsoft and Q, and I showed them Word 365 features. And I have, when you open up Word 365, it shows on the right hand, it shows dictation and editor on mine. And somebody just emailed me and said that the editor option doesn't show up for them. So does anyone use Word 365? Can you like screen share or something? I want to see why ours look different.
I'll pull mine up, Karen. Just give me a second.
Yeah,
Thing.
I'll pull mine
Oh,
up too, and
Nancy,
then
I
we can
see
compare.
familiar. I'm going to look at everybody who's here. I can look at the participants.
Yeah, I'm very curious. So open up Word 365 and then share your screen.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if actually, I have no idea what it's due to. I'm wondering if the school version, I pay.
Yeah, I wonder if people are on a school version. Here, I'll share mine, see what happens.
Okay.
Word.
So do you have a school version or your
No,
version?
I have a regular paid, like whatever
Okay.
they call it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have I wonder if it's because I pay whatever. But let's just see what it looks like. Because the editor tool is unbelievable.
Let's
It
see.
provides incredible support for kids who are struggling with writing. That's why I really wanted them to see that particular feature. Still
Well, here it comes.
loading.
I refuse to shut any tabs off, so we're just going to have to deal with it. Okay. I have my microphone.
So put those 3 dots.
That's what I'm going to do. I got to get this out of the way.
Well,
No.
mine's right next to the editor. Oh, that's crazy.
Let me see.
Okay. Right next to the microphone.
Oh, here it is. There it goes. It just finished loading up. There it is.
Okay. All right, good. Yeah, there it is. And I wonder,
Yeah, it just hadn't loaded up all the way.
okay.
Huh. All right, now someone else do it. I'll stop sharing. This is fun. Someone else show your
Does
screen.
anyone have a school version of
Yeah,
Office
that's what you need.
365? Okay. So there, it was there for you. Maybe she just didn't realize that that icon was the editor.
And I wonder if she's in a school account that maybe some of the features haven't been turned on. Oh, here comes Nancy's screen. Now Nancy's got it
Oh,
too.
yeah, I see it. There it is.
Yeah.
And the other
You're
thing,
on a regular, Nancy, you're on a paid account too, not a school-based account, obviously. I shouldn't say obviously, but a guess.
the other thing that I noticed too is looking back at some older Microsoft videos, they used to have a talking spell checker, which they don't have now with the editor tool. And
Oh,
I asked them, I emailed or I texted, whatever. I tweeted out to Mike Tolson. I said, what happened to the talking spell checker feature? And he hasn't responded yet. Because the talking spell checker was really a cool option too.
One of
That
our
is
most
cool.
popular tools, and I've been doing AT in our county for over 20 years. I'm telling you, students loved those smaller Franklin homework spell checkers. They do not
I
sell
think
them.
I still have one.
They do not sell them anymore. Teachers loved them. Students loved them. They were quick. They were easy. They could read a quick word, you know. And but now everything you have to go into a word processor on a device, you know. So
You know, my
Michelle,
husband,
I agree. It makes me really sad because it wasn't connected to the internet. So it wasn't like a huge distractor besides it being cute.
correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And those
Karen, I was in Rachel Berger's session
Mhm.
and she talked about how we can, within settings, turn on word prediction within Microsoft 365 Word, which I hadn't seen that before. You go into settings and under typing, you put it, if you go into settings and you type in the word typing, you can click the button that says show text suggestions, and then it is very similar to the Don Johnston co-writer product where the it has a fairly accurate word prediction option.
Nancy, that was for the online Word because I thought it was only for the desktop version.
I think it was for both. I think. Well, I would think you would have to be on. You'd have to be the web version, I would think, right? So it had access to the whatever database it's accessing.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I thought it was
Yes.
just the desktop version, but I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'll play and
So you
find
go
it.
into settings.
Yep, she said go into settings, and when you're in settings, just type in the word typing, and then you scroll down till you see hardware keyboard, and then it says there's a box that you can click that says show text suggestions, and you have to toggle that on.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna try it right now
All right.
because I watched the video and I thought it was just desktop only.
She didn't say it had to be one or the other, so, but that could be, I missed that, I don't know.
Well, okay.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna look for
There you go.
settings. It's
Now I
still
got
loading in.
something more to learn. This is perfect. All right, guys, it's 2:25, and time tick tock.
Oh, next
Well,
one.
maybe I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Well, not see you, but I'll try to get on Twitter. Remember to get on Wednesdays at 8. And thank you,
Perfect.
great new
Tonight.
resource. I can't wait to go through
8 Eastern time.
8 Eastern.
Karen, can I make a suggestion about that?
So the question is, Nancy, the question in Word 365 is where is settings?
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I stopped playing because I couldn't find settings right away, so I couldn't go in.
Oh, hold on, let me.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody. See you. Enjoy your next
think it's-
session.
So if you go into
You want to share your screen?
Yes, hold on.
Thank you.
Karen runs a tight ship, man. Thank you.
No, I want to learn it.
I gotta spend days watching all the videos. I didn't get to go to,
I know, I barely went to anything.
I feel like I hope everybody did okay this session. I didn't get to check in on everyone.
I'm looking, I don't see anything.
All right, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so what I did was I went to File. I'll see if I can do it again. I went to File, well, don't because I'm in here. Let me cancel, let me start again. I went to, and I'm not positive this is gonna work. You go to File, and then you go down to Options, way down at the bottom.
Yeah.
And that brought me to here. And then I would think, this is not how it looked for her, but I would think that perhaps proofing or ease of access.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel
let's
like
see.
it could be in any
Click
one of
them
those
all. Let's
spots.
see.
Let's see, proofing.
So I don't have that. I'm on File, and I don't even have that option that you had to
Huh.
go to setting. What did you have at the bottom? I don't have that.
All the way, if you go to File, I'll go back out again and show you. So
Yeah,
if you go- so I'm just in a plain Word document, and I go to File, and then all the way down at the bottom is Options.
Yeah, mine
Wait,
doesn't
are
look
you
like
in
that
Word
either.
365?
I think so. I get to it.
No, because I don't have that.
No, I don't either, Karen.
I think you're in, you look like you're in regular Word.
Oh.
It does
Huh.
seem like you're in the software version of Word. But maybe you're not. I don't know. That's not what mine looks like.
But you know what? That makes me think of going to the search within, so I'm going to go into the search within Word and go to settings. And all it opens up is privacy settings. You know what?
There's font settings, paragraph settings, options. Let's see. And then that brings me to here.
Mike, Rachel wants to talk with us anyway. We got to.
Yeah, so that might be something to ask her for sure.
Editor settings. Let me see. Oh, the editor settings are very extensive, but it doesn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it is the desktop version only.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
All right, now it gives us something to play with and learn.
Right.
Now I'm.
I know you guys have got to go.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nancy.
Hey, again, can I ask a really silly question before we
Of
go?
course. Yeah.
I don't know how to access Twitter for the AT chat.
Do you have a Twitter account? You do, right?
I have a Twitter account, but I go every Wednesday, I go in and I cannot figure out how to get to where you are.
So if you're on the main Twitter page.
Yeah, well, I just put in AT chat, right?
Up here in the search, yeah. AT chat. And then if you're going to do it this way, I would do it from latest. And then it'll show you the most current things.
And then you just watch the feed, right?
Yep, and if you want to write, just if you're in this view on the Twitter page and you hit the write button that's over there by your picture,
yeah,
it'll automatically attach the AT chat to the tweet, and then you can just start writing, and then yours will show up too.
Okay, I'll try again.
And when you're in Twitter, don't you have to keep refreshing, or is it automatically updating the AT chat?
I think if you're in latest, it should auto update. It might not do it very frequently. You might want to do it every once in a while. Yeah. I don't use the Twitter webpage for that, Nancy. I mean, if you really want to live a little and learn something new.
Yeah.
I go to TweetDeck.
TweetDeck.
Oh.
And then I make a column. So right here is the AT chat column. And then as the chat goes on, I can just follow it.
This is TweetDeck. Oh, I gotta write this down.
TweetDeck.twitter.com. And then it'll ask you to log in with your username and password.
Got it.
And then when you do that, I'll give you one more little nugget and then you should be good. Go on the left-hand side and click the plus side to add a column. And then you type search and then put in AT chat and it'll make a column for that.
Got it. Okay. I will try it. Thank you.
All right, we'll keep an
And
eye
you
out
can
for
do a
you.
chat for LD, I mean, a column for LD chat, because there's the one for that as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, you can, yeah. Great.
All right, thanks, guys.
You got it.
So important to
Thanks.
ask that question.
It was, for sure. All right, Karen, good work.
See you tonight. We'll,
Not that we have any plan of what we're going to talk about, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
yeah, we'll, hey, and if it slows down, we'll just stop at quarter of or whatever.
I'm game of that too. I'm game for that too. All right, cool.
So are we just going to say, like we'll kind of review how the Ed Camp went today?
Sure. We can do that, yeah.
I think it was so fantastic.
I think a lot of the people that are on there were here today anyway, so I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's perfect. That's
See ya.
easy.
See you tonight. Bye.
All right, I'll see you later. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.